Oh, you finally come back from the farm. Hmm?
Well, I needed some time to drive around and clear my head. Where's Sierra, Shepherd Bryant?
No, she's not. She's not here. She's on a plane, on her way back to Montego. There was nothing that I could say that would
She's gone back to Montego?
Not anybody could say. Margot and Tom were here, and your mother was here.
Wait, my mother's back?
But, darling, you know, she wouldn't listen to us.
Wait a minute. Why would Sierra leave without even telling me?
That's what I want to know. She thinks that you don't give a damn about her. I mean, she fights a war. She survives imprisonment. She finds her way back to you. She comes, she sees you, and then what do? You go off to the farm, to that peep.
Wait a minute. No, Sierra asked me to go to the farm. She understood that I needed some time.
She doesn't know what she understood. Her heart was broken by that. Broken. You didn't keep the faith, baby. She loved you. She loved you and she came back to you. Imagine how she feels when she comes back and you're drooling over that other woman.
She wouldn't have seen me with another woman if you had called the farm like she asked you to. Let me know that she was coming.
Oh, don't make me the villain of the piece, darling. You just abandoned your wife, the mother of your child.
Brian, she's got Brian.
No, she doesn't. He's upstairs. He's safe. Here.
What is this?
That is her itinerary. She's changing planes in Miami. Darling, go down to Miami. Please bring her back or she'll be swallowed up by that country forever.
How's this?
Oh, it's great.
Slow night, huh?
Yes, it is. And I'm very thankful for that because Julie is still in New York and Craig is, I don't know where he is, in fact. Usually he's here by this time to look up the receipts for me.
Lisa.
Yes, darling.
You obviously don't know.
Know what?
Sierra is alive, and she's back in Oakdale.
She's alive.
Yeah, I just saw her a little while ago over at Lucinda's.
Oh, thank God. That is wonderful news. No wonder Craig isn't here. Oh, just imagine how wonderful it is for him to have Sierra back after all of this. Poor Ellie. Does she know about Sierra's being back?
Yeah, and Sierra knows about Ellie and Craig, too. In fact, she was talking about maybe going away for a while, possibly back to Montego so that Craig can figure out what it is that he wants to do.
Oh, well, I adore Ellie. I think she's a darling girl, but I just can't imagine Craig not going back to Sierra. Can you?
Hi, everybody.
Oh, hi there. Hi. You on your way over to the airport to pick up Julie?
Not exactly. Julie's meeting with Veronica Leathers went so well they want to see her again tomorrow. So she's staying over, which means she may not be able to make it back here for her shift tomorrow. She said to tell you she's really sorry.
Oh, she shouldn't worry about that. That's fine. This is a new step in her career. It's terrific, don't you think?
Yeah, it's terrific.
Tonio, how did you get here?
Julie, I picked up your key by mistake earlier. And I couldn't sleep, so I ordered a bottle of champagne, and I thought perhaps I could entice you into joining me with it.
I'd like my key back, please.
Certainly. If I've offended you, I'm sorry. I'll leave.
No, you haven't offended me. There's just a couple things that you and I have got to get straight.
I agree. That's why I'm here.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Tide. On some of your toughest laundry problems, if it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
Julie might not make her shift tomorrow.
Feeling at loose ends?
Yeah, sort of. Maybe I'll hang around for a while, get a soda. It's kind of lonely at the apartment. Oh, hi, Jess.
Hi, Andy. Where's Julie tonight?
Julie's in New York. She's being considered for a modeling job
Thank
there.
you. good for her.
Yeah.
Thank you. Listen, have you talked to Paul lately?
Yes, I had dinner with him tonight. I think the trial has done something to him, Jess. He's reevaluating his whole life. I mean, he's considering changing his last name to Ryan.
Well, I don't think that's such a bad idea. The name Stenbeck does have a certain stigma attached to it. You know, in a way, changing his name will be like starting with a clean slate.
He's talking about a whole lot of other changes, too. He wants to drop out of school for a while, get a job, a place of his own. I mean, he wants to find himself, he says. I know, but don't tell Barbara and Hal, okay? Because he hasn't told them yet, and I have a feeling when he does, Barbara won't be too happy about it.
Jessica, congratulations on your verdict in the Stenbeck trial.
Oh, thanks, Fred.
Would you like a table, Mr. Greer?
Please, and I hope it's not an imposition, but I told my service they could reach me here.
Yes.
See you later.
Yeah, enjoy your dinner.
A lawyer?
You hit the nail on the head, Fred Greer. He's got a lot of high-profile clients. As a matter of fact, Tonio Reyes is one of them. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel.
Listen, Tonio, our relationship has got to be strictly professional. I'm sorry, but I thought I explained that to you that night at your penthouse. Obviously, I didn't make it clear enough.
No, you made that very clear. And I think I've been a model of restraint. I haven't made a pass at you since that night, have I?
No.
Not that I don't find you attractive, because you know I do. I haven't made that a secret. But you said you have these feelings for Andy, and I intend to respect that.
A lot of guys I've known would say the same thing, just to catch a girl off guard so they can jump on her bones. Not that I'm implying that's what you're doing.
Oh, that's all right, Julie. Don't apologize for your directness. That's what makes people take to you so quickly.
Well, I don't know that they take to me all that quickly.
Well, Bert and Veronica certainly did.
You really think so?
Why do you think they want to see you again tomorrow? And why do you think Mr. Lamphere is flying in from Paris to meet with you? Look, you're on the verge of a whole new career here, a whole new lifestyle. And I can know that in some small way I've helped someone that I genuinely like and respect become a success. It's very exhilarating. That's why I ordered the champagne. I wanted to celebrate. It's not much fun drinking it by myself. Are you sure you won't join me?
Okay, but just half a glass and then I gotta crash, okay?
Good. Half a glass. I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable when I first came in, but I'm glad that you were very honest about your feelings and direct with me.
Yeah, I'm glad to.
Good. Well, now it's my turn. I will continue to be a gentleman with you and help you with your career in any way that I can. But I think you need to know that I do want you, Julie. And it's only fair to warn you that when I want something, I don't give up very easily.
Mr. Gibson, I'll be sending my driver over. His name is Fenwick, and he'll pick you up at the dock. See you soon. All right, you're satisfied that Bryant is safe under my roof?
Oh, he's sleeping, but...
Oh, Matthew. Little Bianca's coming this evening, instead of tomorrow. So would you please wake up Fenwick and tell him to go and collect her at the castle dock and Mr. Gibson, and then tell Eunice to make up the blue room. No, that's Duke's room. We'll put her in Miss Lily's room, all right? And then wake up Rosa and have her whip up something festive, all right? Hey, any problem with that, Matthew?
Oh, are you sure you want me to wake up Rosa?
I'm absolutely sure, Matthew.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Sarah left this note for me upstairs. It seems that, I don't know, you've misrepresented her reasons for leaving just a little bit. You made it sound like she was very upset, overwrought, when indeed the letter sounds very thoughtful, you know? She understands that I need time to resolve my relationship with Ellie. That's why she left.
I'm gonna throw up if I hear that name again. Ellie. Darling, wake up. Don't be so noble and resolved. Feel. Listen to what your heart is really. You know, darling. You know that you don't love Ellie the way you love Sierra.
Stop.
Please, just go to Miami. Just bring her. Call Miami.
I've already called Miami. I have left a message that Sierra's to call me at my mother's house when the plane...
All right, then. You're going.
No, I am not going. Where I'm going is with Bryant to my mother's house. I have one of the biggest decisions of my life to make. I need people around me who understand and will support me. And obviously you don't.
Darling, you can't do this to a miracle. That's what this is. This is a miracle that she's alive at all. And miracles don't come twice. You can't let her get away. You can't. If you do, you're going to lose her for good, and then I'll lose her too.
So, you know, everything was going great, and then, well, my folks passed away, and suddenly there I was with a 13-year-old sister completely dependent upon me, so I realized pretty damn quick I had to get out of baseball. I certainly wasn't going to take Courtney on the road with me.
How did that make you feel? Having to quit baseball, I mean.
At the time, I didn't feel much. I was just adjusting to, you know, what am I doing? I'm telling you my life story. That's what I get for taking a shrink out to dinner.
I'm not trying to analyze you, Sean. I just want to get to know you a little better, that's all. But I do have one more question to ask you. Well, it's a favor. Andy looks so lonely over there. Would you mind if we invited him to join us?
No, not at all. I'll go ask him myself.
Thanks.
Oh, my kids are on their way back to Maine already. I miss them already.
I'll bet. Will Ava be coming here later?
No, she's back at the farm. She's beat. Matter of fact, I'm only going to stay for one nightcap, then I'm going to head out myself. But not before I have the extreme pleasure of knocking Blake Stevens down a peg. Will you excuse me, please? Hey, Blake. How you doing? Just get back from San Francisco?
That's right.
I guess you haven't heard the good news. Ellie and I landed the swimsuit cover of Sports Today for Simply Barbara. Lucinda's ecstatic, of course. I guess I can look forward to a pretty hefty Christmas bonus this year.
Kirk, if this is your idea of a joke, I don't find it funny. I mean, I spent weeks trying to get us that account. Took Judd Peterson to a very expensive lunch, gave him the pitch of my life, and he said no dice.
I guess I can only assume that Ellie and I were more persuasive than you were, because good old Judd just signed on the dotted line this morning. Better luck next time.
You know what they say about all work and no play.
Blake, I heard you were back in town. How was your visit with your family?
That's terrific. Thanks. I read about Paul Stenbeck being acquitted. Congratulations, Counselor.
Oh, well, thank you. It was touch and go there for a while, but we won. Listen, would you like to join me?
Yes, I'd love to, sure.
Great. Lyle, could we get a cognac for Mr. Stevens, please, and put it on my tab?
Certainly.
Thanks. I'll just get these papers out of your way. Oh, excuse me 1 second. I'll be right back. Duncan, Shannon, welcome back.
Pretty lady.
Hi.
Oh, I missed you.
I missed you, too.
You missed you. I've been worried about you all through Thanksgiving now.
Oh, it's my fault, Lisa. I couldn't resist giving Shannon one more wee surprise.
Oh, this wee surprise was when the boat came to pick us up in a little, after the hotel in Venice. Well, I thought that we were just going to the airport. Well, Duncan, this crazy Scotsman, had our luggage all packed onto a yacht, and before I knew it, we were sailing off to Turkey.
To Turkey?
Well, you know, Thanksgiving, turkey.
But it was very fun.
I guess I had to be there.
I guess
It was quite romantic, wasn't it?
Hey, that it was.
Oh, Jess.
Oh, my.
Well, welcome back, you two. So how's married life? That good, huh? So, Lisa, have you seen Craig? He and Ellie were supposed to come back to the farm, but they weren't there when Ivan and I got back from the airport.
You don't know, Kirk.
No.
I thought everyone at the farm knew Sierra's alive. She came home this evening.
If I had known that you were in a car accident tonight, I would have never suggested that
No,
you come...
Lila, I'm so glad that you called. Otherwise, I'd have to stay out at the farm and explain. Have you seen Sierra?
Yes, sir. Tom Margot and I went over to Lucinda's to see her. And she told us that she's thinking about going back to Montega.
What? Why?
So she could give Craig plenty of time to think things through, to make a decision, because she feels that he can't really do that if she's here.
Well, she's wrong. He is still in love with her, Lila. I saw his face when she walked in the kitchen.
Well, he loves you too, Ellie.
No. No, it's different. She's his wife. She's the mother of his child. You know, the most ironic thing is that he was proposing to me when she showed up at the farm. I think he feels like he has some obligation toward me.
Oh, Ellie, he feels more than obligation to you. He loves you very much. I mean, come on. Don't sell yourself so short. And don't try to talk yourself into believing that what you and Craig had wasn't very deep or very real, because it was. I mean, it is. Ellie, I wanted to talk to you tonight because you've made my son very happy. Your love helped him get through a very painful time in his life, and I'm very grateful for that. And whatever happens, we are friends. And you will always be a part of this family.
Thank you. But I think that we both know, Lila, that he's meant to be with Sierra. And if he can't see that, then I'm gonna have to help him see that. Lila, if that's Craig, I'm not here.
No, it can't be. He doesn't even know I'm home.
Mama, welcome back.
Hey.
So I gotta put Bryant down, and we've got a lot to talk about. I can't tell you how glad I was when someone told me you were back. I'm a grown man, but going gets tough. I come running to Mama.
Don't you ever stop.
How's Casey, huh?
Well, we'll talk about Casey later. I want to talk about you.
Well,
Craig.
Mama, no matter what I do, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody will get hurt.
Maybe it's a mother's prerogative, but I don't want that person to be you. Honey, I know how loyal you can be. What you do for people that you love, that you want to protect them. But that kind of loyalty, you can't have it in making this decision. You gotta find out what you want. Because whatever that decision is, it's going to affect you and Brian for the rest of your life. You have to know what you want. Now, what's right for everybody else? But what is right for you?
Well, it's almost exactly what Sierra said in the note she left me.
The note she left
She's
you?
going back to Montego, Ma. She left before I could get back to Lucinda's.
You gotta use this time very wisely, then. To find out what your feelings are. And then you have to make a decision.
How, Ma? I don't even know where to start.
Oh, my baby boy. You listen to your heart. You listen to that small, still voice inside of you. And it will tell you. And that's how you're gonna find out the answer.
Look, I know you're all shook up about Sierra leaving again, but I think she knows what she's doing. Craig needs time to sort out his feelings. He's still in love with Ellie.
Oh, for
he's still in love with...
You never met Sierra. Ellie is not in Sierra's league, all right? Now, come on, we gotta think of something to galvanize Craig. Make him move, make him go to Miami.
No, Lucinda,
Do
you've
something.
got to stay out of this.
Why?
Please, stay out of this.
Well, darling, welcome, welcome, little girl.
Hello.
Thank you, Mr. Gibson, for delivering my lovely little package to me.
No problem.
Mr. Anderson, Mr. Gibson.
Oh, Senora.
Nice to meet you.
What a beautiful house.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. Well, it's all yours. Matthew, has Rosa come up with something really nice? Thank you, Matthew. Well, darling, did Matthew bring in your luggage from the car?
Oh, I have no luggage, Senora. This is all that I own.
Oh, my heavens, what happened to all those snazzy outfits that Tonio brought you?
Well, I left them in his apartment before I moved out.
Oh.
I didn't feel right taking them with me.
You're a wise little girl. Wonderful. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go out and shop. We'll shop till we drop, and we'll find things that you'll always want to have, no matter what happens in your life.
Very good. Keeps your mind off of Sierra, too.
Oh, poor Sierra.
Oh, my God, darling. You don't know. Sierra, the information, all of that about the execution and the list and all that was incorrect. Sierra is alive.
Sierra's alive?
Yes.
Dios
It's a
mío.
miracle.
Ay, gracias, Senora. Senora, my brother Pedro's name was on the same list that Sierra's name was on, yes? So that if the information was incorrect, then that means that Senor Tonio could still be right, yes? And my brother Pedro could still be alive.
No, thanks.
Maybe I was a little too honest about my feelings earlier.
No, I'm glad you were. It's just... Well, we have to work together.
Well, I can keep my emotions in check. What about you?
What do you mean, me?
Well, maybe it was just my imagination. But when we were dancing together at the Rainbow Room, I felt a definite chemistry between us. Am I wrong?
I'm very much involved with Andy.
Julie, I don't think that answers my question. All right, I'm sorry. I'm keeping you up and you have a very big day tomorrow. Maybe just a kiss for good luck.
It's probably Andy now. Hello? Yeah, he is. Just a second. It's your lawyer?
Yes, I asked the switchboard to transfer my calls here. Thank you. Hello, Fred. Why are you calling me so late? Is something wrong?
Not wrong, exactly. I just got a call from Carlo down in Montega. I hope you're sitting down, Tonio. You're not going to believe this. Your ex-wife, Sierra, is alive. And she's flying into Oakdale today.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Tonio, are you still there? No, Carlo didn't have any details. He's going to call me back when he does. One thing he did know. Apparently, Cordova has offered Sierra a major role of some kind in his new government. Hello. Yes, I'm just glad that this fits in so well with what you've been telling Lucinda Dixon and Craig Montgomery.
Of course it fits in, Fred. I've told you all along that my search for Sierra was legitimate. Now, when do they expect her in Oakdale? All right, well, find out as soon as you can and let me know. And call Carlo and find out when he thinks it would be safe for me to return to Montega. If Cordova is sitting in Cartagena handing out political favors, I want to collect what's due me. All right, the Mona Lisa, fine. Goodbye.
I take it Lucinda's daughter is alive?
Yes, and returning to Oakdale if she's not there already. Julie, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to stay to be with you at your appointment tomorrow. I've got to go back to Oakdale tonight.
I understand.
You'll be fine tomorrow, and I'll call Veronica in the morning and tell her that I think very strongly that you are the right person for the job.
Thank you.
Good. Well, I'd better get packing. Oh, I almost forgot. My good luck kiss.
Look what I made for you, huh? Taste.
Ginger cookies. This is what my mother used to make for me.
See, I told you she like it.
Oh, Rosa, I'll take this.
No, you don't have to take the tray, darling. You're not a servant in this house. Rosa will serve you.
Now, you eat all of them. She's too skinny.
Thanks. I guess we're going to be one big happy family, right?
Thank you, Rosa.
Yes. Oh, my heavens, it's you? Well, it took you a while to call me. I guess your contacts are getting lazy, Tonio. Well, Sierra came and Sierra went back. She's on her way back to Montega. Alberto Cordova offered her a position in the cabinet. You know what a patriot she is.
What about Craig and Bryant? Did they go down there with her?
They will be joining her shortly.
Well, you're very cool. No apologies for doubting my information about Sierra. Well, never mind. If the junta lied about Sierra's death, they very well may have lied about Pedro Marquez as well. Is Bianca there? I called the castle. They said she was with you. I'd like to speak with her.
Of course. But, remember, Tonio, false hope can be almost as painful as no hope at all.
Thank
For
you.
you, dear.
Hello, Senor Tonio. Isn't it wonderful news about Sierra?
Yes, it is wonderful news, Bianca. And with some luck, we'll have wonderful news about your brother very soon.
Oh, I'm not sure, Senor Tonio. I have to ask Senora Dixon first. All right, I will. Thank you. Good night.
What does he want you to do that you have to ask me first?
Oh, he's flying down to Montega tomorrow, and he wants me to go with him. He's going to call me in the morning to find out my...
Absolutely not. That's absurd. Well, I mean, of course, it's your country and your brother. You can do whatever you want to do, but be aware of something about Senor Tonio. If he asks you to do something, there's an ulterior motive there. If that is he, indeed, I will say a few words to him. Yes? Lily, hi. Hi, is that you really, darling?
So Lisa was telling me about the Earl Mitchell Center. So I was thinking about maybe going by there tomorrow and seeing what they do. Maybe I can talk Shannon into giving me a tour.
Hey, be right up your alley, child psychology. You know, we do some promotion for them. I know the director. If Shannon doesn't take you over, I could drive you out there.
Oh, great.
Excuse me, guys. I gotta get home and do some studying.
Hey, Andy. Are you okay? You seem a little down.
No, I'm fine. I just miss my girl, that's all.
Oh, you are?
Listen, Franny, you're gonna be hearing a lot of negative stuff about Julie from Mom, Dad, and Duke, but I want you to reserve your judgment for when you get to know her yourself, okay?
You bet I will.
Thanks. Listen, I don't have any classes until late morning. Why don't you come by and have some coffee?
Oh, I'd really like that. Yeah. So call me in the morning?
All right, I will.
Okay.
Thanks. See you later, Sean. Bye-bye.
See you, Andy.
Hi, guys. Congratulations. There goes a man in love if I ever saw one.
Yeah, well, for somebody in love, he sure doesn't seem too happy, does he?
Who says love makes you happy?
Sounds like you're talking from personal experience.
Let me get these pictures back to Lisa.
Yeah, okay. So good.
Well,
You know those snapshots you had of Cape Cod? There was one guy who kept on popping in them. Who was that?
His name is Larry. He is a doctor in Boston.
Is it serious?
I thought it was, but Larry thought otherwise. We split up.
We went to Troy. You've been the remains there are.
Here you are, dear. Your pictures.
Thank you, darling.
You guys, the wedding looked absolutely glorious.
I thought it was.
if I do say so myself.
Yes, it was. Hey, Franny, have you talked to Sabrina lately? When I called Colin to do the portrait of Duncan, they sounded like they weren't doing so hot.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think you're getting a divorce.
Oh, no.
Sabrina is Andy's and my half-sister.
Oh. I've been trying to talk Franny into coming out to the castle. I wanted to see what you've done with the place.
Oh, great. That would be a great idea.
I would love that.
Yeah, maybe you can give us some ideas, too. In fact, I'd be glad to show you the place tomorrow.
Well, not until afternoon. The honeymoon isn't officially over until afternoon.
Surprises.
Blake, while you were away, I was thinking about our little run-in in my office. And, well, I accept your apology. And it may be possible that I owe you one of my own.
Oh, this calls for a celebration. The next brandy's on me.
Okay. Or, I didn't drive to work this morning. I took a taxi. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a lift home, I just decanted a really lovely port. And we could have that drink at my place instead, if you don't mind.
Mine. Be my pleasure.
I am exhausted. I would love to say that I want to go home, but I'm not sure that we have one.
Oh, but we do, and a splendid one at that. In fact, I'll take you there this instant. Lisa, may I borrow this napkin?
But what on earth do you need a napkin for?
Well, you'll see, or not, as the case may be.
Wish me luck.
Good night, all.
Good night. We should really be going too, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Gotta get the coats.
Yes, good night, sweetheart.
Okay, bye-bye. And you, sir, you better get home and crack the books.
I will. I just want to talk to Jessica first. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
How are you?
Okay.
So, Andy's got you in the morning and Shannon's got you in the afternoon. Can I book you for dinner?
Oh, I'd really like that, Sean, but I already promised Dad and Kim that I would have dinner at their house.
Oh.
You're welcome to join us.
Well, I don't want to impose. Perhaps lunch the next day.
Well, first of all, you wouldn't be imposing, and second of all, I'm not sure that lunch the next day would work because I may be flying back to Boston then.
Good evening, Mona Lisa. Sure, hold on. Lisa, could you tell Mr. Greer he has a phone call from Tonio Reyes?
Oh, Jessica, excuse me. If Julie gets this modeling job in New York, she's gonna need a lawyer to look at her contracts and stuff. And
I'd be glad to. I'd be glad to. Just have her give me a call.
Thanks, Jessica.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
It's Tonio Reyes.
Yes, thank you. Tonio, hi. No, I haven't been able to get back to Carla. The phones are still a mess down there. Yes, I could meet your flight, but what about your meeting tomorrow with Veronica Leathers? I find it hard to believe you're willing to leave your new discovery all by yourself in New York after all the trouble you've gone to promoting her.
Tienes un cabello tan bonito.
No, gracias, Rosa.
Rosa, Bianca is here to assimilate. We will all speak English in this house, please.
Sí, señor. Buenas noches.
Good night. Senora, I'm so sorry that Lily's phone call made you sad.
Oh, darling, thank you. I don't understand, you know? I mean, I would think that the news of Sierra would make her want to come home. I mean, a dog would, I don't know.
But I have my dark-haired little girl, don't I?
Look, I've been thinking about something. I understand that you want to know what happened to your brother in Montega, of course, but you don't have to go down because Sierra's there and she can take care of it for you. All right, we'll talk about it in the morning. You tired? Why don't you go upstairs and get ready for bed and I'll come and tuck you in. you think you can find it?
I think so. Good night.
All right, dear. Got to find some way to make Craig move.
Something Lucinda said really hit home. She said I lost faith, that I didn't love Sierra enough to wait for her the way that she waited for me.
Don't you dare do this to yourself. You risked your life going to Cuba and then to Montega to find Sierra. Now, you did everything in your...
Maybe it's Sierra.
No, it isn't.
Hello?
Just
Just a moment, please. It's Devil Woman herself.
Yes, Lucinda.
Have you come to your senses yet? Are you going to Miami?
No, I'm going to do what Sierra has asked. I'm going to take some time to sort out my feelings.
I think you should know that Tonio is planning to go to Montega tomorrow to see her.
So?
Darling, they were childhood sweethearts. They were married. They share a common heritage, a common cause, and he still loves her.
You're trying to make me jealous now of Tonio Reyes? Go to bed and leave me alone. I can't turn my back on Ellie. Why doesn't she understand that?
Wait a minute. Craig, loving Ellie and feeling obligated to
Yeah, I know that, Ma, and I do love Ellie, although I'm sure she doesn't believe that now.
Yes, she believes that, and she also believes you love Sierra. That's why she's in so much turmoil.
Yeah, and how do you know this? Would you have a conversation with her tonight? Ma?
Yes. She was here. While I was letting you in, she was going out the back door. She can't face you right now.
Ellie. Oh, Ellie.
Did you hear about Sierra?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I came by here so late. I was just driving around and I didn't want to go back.
No, you came to the right place. Come on in. You want a drink or something?
No.
Oh, here, take off your things. Have you talked to Craig? Yeah. Well?
He loves her. He's meant to be with her. I mean, I know he loves me too, but it's different.
Oh, did he actually say that?
No.
Well, then how do you know that for a fact?
I know. And, I think what I need to do is I just need to leave. Because if I leave, then he'll know. He'll go to
Hang
Sierra.
on here. This is your life we're talking about, too. You can't just give up.
What am I gonna do? Am I gonna fight and win and have a man that's with me because he feels some sort of misguided loyalty? A man who's making love to me and thinking of another woman? Kirk, I love him.
I know. Oh, Ellie, I wish there was something I could do.
You can. You're really, really good at figuring things out. You've got to help me find a way to free Craig. You've got to help me find a way, even if it means making him stop loving me.
What do you think? I'm carrying my bride across the threshold of our new home. Now, wait just a second. All right, just hold still, hold still. Voila!
Oh, Duncan, I love it. Yes, I love it. Oh, yeah. Well, it does need a couple of touches here and there, but... No, I'm just kidding. It is wunderbar. But now, I insist on your telling me exactly where we are.
We are exactly over my warehouse. We have the entire top floor. There are a dozen rooms. There's a room for your office, for your business. There's a nursery. And, of course, plenty more rooms for our expanding family.
Not quite yet. I can't believe this. How did you get all this done and arranged when we were on our honeymoon?
Oh, well, as a matter of fact, I had the contractor start working on it when I went to Scotland for wee Duncan's christening.
But that was September. You hadn't even proposed to me yet. You are incredible.
So are you.
Unbelievable. Come on, let's go exploring. I want to see
all of the rooms?
Oh, I think, really, there's only one room that I'm interested in exploring right at the moment, and that's, you know where. And we're going there now because our honeymoon is going to last forever.
I want to see the room!
Hope I'm not calling too late.
No, I'm glad you called. I couldn't sleep. I'm so nervous about tomorrow.
Well, don't be. You'll be fine. I was really surprised when Tony didn't go to New York with you. I figured since he suggested you for the job.
Well, I'm sure he has a lot more important things to do. Besides, he's already laid the groundwork with Miss Tucci and her staff, so the rest is up to me, right? Andy?
Yeah, right. Well, I'll let you get some sleep.
Okay. I'll call you when I know what plane I'm taking in tomorrow.
Okay.
I miss you, baby.
Me too. Bye.
Tonio, I can't believe you're going to leave your new discovery on her own in New York after all the trouble you've gone to promoting her.
I'm sorry to leave without telling you, but if I had, I know you would have tried to stop me. I love you, Craig. I always will. And I want to be with you now more than anything. But it's not my choice to make, it's yours. And I know my presence will only make it that much harder for you. So I'm going back to Montega. There's work to be done there. My comrades need me. I'm leaving Bryant with you for now. I hope we'll all be together soon as a family. But if that's not to be, somehow I'll find a way to accept it. Take all the time you need. I trust you to find a solution that will be fair to all of us. But please, be fair to yourself, too. Decide where your family really lies.
Hello?
Yes. Craig.
I know. It's Sierra.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you by Ultra Pampers Plus, because healthy skin begins with dry skin. Furs by Christie Brothers. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.